This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Hello and welcome to another episode of A Little Bit Fit with me. I giggle every time I say that, with me, Karen Ross. So today you're going to need water. You always need water. You always need water. Weights, light weights, or soup cans, whatever you've got, as long as they match in size and weight. That's what matters. Or you don't have to use any weights at all. You can do range of motion. And a chair. Always a chair with no arms. Before we start today, let's talk about our fit tip, making changes stick. How the heck do you do that? We do that. We attempt to do that every New Year's Day. So people usually set themselves up for failure because they make their goals not measurable, too big, and all of that stuff. Lofty goals equal failure every single time. So how do we make changes stick? Small, tiny goals. Take a large goal and break it down. Break it down into small chunks. Prioritize what you want to change. And the thing that you want to change the most, make that the first, and then change that one thing over a longer period of time. Each chunk takes time, so give yourself plenty of time to make that first change. Then go on to the next one. Measurable and specific. Don't just say, I want to be able to walk 10 kilometers or whatever. That's too big, too fast. So start where you are. Always start where you are. Say, today I'm going to walk down to the mailbox. I'm going to walk back, or I'm going to walk halfway around the block and I'm going to come back. And then do that for 2 weeks. And then the following 2 weeks, I'm going to walk all the way around the block and increase over time. I want to show you something. This is my feet 9 years ago. That's my first step. It's a half a step. That's how I made all of the changes that I have done. So you need to commit to your changes at a scale of 1 to 10. If you don't commit to at least a 7 and say, yes, I know I can do this, you need to reevaluate. You need to know that you're going to get it done. You need to make a commitment to at least a 7 out of 10. So grab your stuff and I will see you right here for our cardio in 2 seconds. All right, it's not going to take very much to get you moving to this. A little bit of an Elvis groove going on here. I need the glasses and I need the hair. Aaron, please, thank you. Here we go. Get your toes raised. Tap them. Sway side to side. Remember, we're warming up here. Getting everything moving. Raising our heart rate and our respiration slowly and safely. Don't let it hurt, and remind your body to breathe. Heel. Half time here. Heel tap forward. Let's out the arms. Just swing those arms. Get those shoulders warmed up. Out to the side. Keep it going. March it out. A little bit sway. Make it a little bit bigger. We're lifting our heels this time instead of our toes. All right, let's add those arms. Up and down. Breathe. As soon as you take your arms above your head, it raises your heart rate, so you're working harder. So remind your body to breathe. Out and in. How about both? Out and in. Take it up. Out and in. How about a little bit of, right? A little bit of blue suede shoes here. Work that hip. Just toe taps, turning in and out. March it out. We're taking it up. So this is a little bit faster. Here we go. Front, in, out, in. Front, in, out, in. Breathe. We're going to change this. Front, side, together. Front, side, 1, 2, 3. Front, side, 1, 2, 3. Breathe. I don't know about you, but it's getting warmer in here. Bicep curl, heel tap. Breathe. Heel tap, push up. Sit up nice and tall, engage your core. Breathe, march it out. Open and close. Here we go. Reach, reach. Up. Remember, as soon as you take your arms above your head, your heart rate goes up. But if it's too much, just reach to the front. You never want to become breathless. Make sure you can breathe. Up. We're going to take it to 2 and 2. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, out. 1, 2, up. Both arms. 1, 2, 2 up. Out. Up. Breathe. Getting really warm in here now. Opposites. Keep reaching to the front or reach it up. Whatever works for you. Sway. We've got a transition in the music coming. We're going to keep our intensity up for a little bit longer. Oh my goodness. All right. Heel, toe, heel, switch. Push it up. Breathe. Get everything moving. 2, 3, and switch. 4, 4, 3, 2, and switch. 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 Heel tap. Same side. Both arms. Breathe, sit tall. Push to the front. Breathe. We're going to start bringing it down a little bit. We're going to go to the march. We're going to keep the arms going. Here we go. Out, up, shoulders, hips. Breathe. One more time through them. We're going to bring it all the way down. Sway. You want to bring your heart rate down, your respiration down. Just keep lifting your heels and sway. Bring it all down. Breathe. Smaller and smaller. Beautiful. All right, keep swaying. Grab your water, and I will see you back here for strength training in 2 seconds. Okay, time to strength train. Remember, you don't want anything to hurt. If you're using weights and it doesn't feel right, even just a little bit, put the weights down and just do the exercise with range of motion only. Remember, range of motion comes first, strength training comes second. All right, so let's grab our weights or soup cans, whatever you've got going on. I'm just going to push this over a little bit. We've got a compound movement. I love the compound movements because it teaches all of your muscle groups how to work together. So we're going to drop it down. This is a lat front rotational curl. All right. I don't know how Aaron's going to fit that in, but he will. I know he will. All right, here we go. So up tall, up tall. So you're sitting chest proud. You're going to lift. That's that lat lift. You're going to bring it to the front. You're going to turn your palms up, bend your elbows. Release it. Turn your palms back to the floor, back out to the side, and down we go. Took a long time to do one repetition. That's okay. Lift. Bring it to the front. Turn your palms up. Bend your elbows. Straighten your elbows. Turn your palms down, out to the side, and down. Up. Remind your body to breathe. Bring it to the front. Palms up. Bend your elbows. Bring it down. Palms down. Out to the side and down. We're going to do one more. Up. Out. Flip it. Curl it. Release it. Flip it. Out to the side and down. Nicely done. Recover here. Swing those weights a little bit. Hang on tight. Hang on tight if you're giving those weights a swing. Grab a sip of water whenever you feel you need it. All right, we're going to go to a reverse shoulder press. If you have high blood pressure, please make sure that you are breathing out when you press up. All right, let me show you how it looks. So we're going to start here instead of here. So we're going to bring it 1, 2, 3, push. 1, 2, 3, push. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, push. Bring it down. 1, 2, 3, push. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Push it up. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Breathe out. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Breathe out. Breathe in, in, in. Breathe out. Breathe in, in. Breathe out. Pull it down and pulse it. Push it away. We're going to do one more. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Push it away and turn and bring your weights down and shake out those arms. Breathe. Pulsing shoulder press. All right, we're going to put the weights down. Okay, so turn and put them down. Don't twist your spine. Don't twist your spine. Grab water whenever you feel you need it. I'm not very good at practicing what I preach when it comes to water, but you know. All right, so we're going to go into a windmill using our whole body. So we're going to widen our feet. We're going to turn our toes out, not so much like that, but just on an angle like a V shape. We're going to come to a T position. We're going to rotate and we're going to touch the inside, whatever you can reach, the inside of your knee, the inside of your leg. And then we come back up to tall. Keep your spine as straight as you can. You don't want to crunch and collapse the front of the body as you do your windmill. So reach it, come back to tall, touch, come back to tall. So you're getting a little ab crunch and a rotation through the obliques, using the weight of your arms. Breathe. Do I look like a windmill? Breathe. We're not moving as quick as a windmill. Breathe. One more on each side. Last one. Wiggle walk those feet back in and just shake it out a little bit. All right, going to the calves, ankles, things like that. You want to maintain strength around your ankle joints as you get older, because all it takes is stepping on a rock, you roll your ankle. It takes a long time for that to heal. So we're going to do alternating. This is a little bit of brain work as well. So you're going to lift a heel as you lift the opposite toe. Sit up tall. Let's do the other side. So alternating, pushing your pedals, whatever you want to visualize here, whatever's working for you. We're working opposite sides of the brain. They're doing different things, sitting up tall, and you're also working through the ankle, calf, shin. Breathe, alternating, lifting toes, lifting heels. Breathe. Always sitting tall. Always sitting tall. And I can see my feet. When I look down, I can see my feet. 3, 2, 1, and bring it to center. The next one is a hip adduction, abduction. So you're going to sit tall, hang on under your chair on this side, let this side go. You're going to pick up your knee, take it out to the side, put it down. Pick it up, bring it back. Let's do the other side. Pick it up, take it out, put it down. Pick it up, bring it in, put it down. Don't allow your body to lean back here. Up and down. Breathe out. Put it down, lift it, bring it forward, put it down. Up, out, down, up, in, down, up, out, down. Remind your body to breathe and don't let anything hurt. We're going to do one more on each side. Bring it in, out, down, up, in, down, and shake that out. So there we go. Strength training complete for this episode. So please get a drink of water right now, and I will see you back here in 2 seconds for our stretch. Okay, the hard work is done, but we still have our stretches left to do. Very important to get your stretches in every single day if you want to maintain your mobility and lessen the pain in your muscles and your joints. So let's get it started. Shifting to the front of your chair, bring your feet forward, sitting nice and tall. You're going to place your hands behind your ears, or not behind your head, just behind your ears. And you're going to push your elbows behind you. So opening through the chest, sitting tall, and opening through the fronts of the shoulders. Push your elbows behind you, sitting nice and tall. Breathe into that open space. Remind your body not to lean back here. Pressing the elbows behind the body, opening the chest. Breathe. And release. We're going to release our mid and lower back. Shift back in your chair a little bit, and you're going to open your feet because you're going to drop your torso into this space. All right, you ready? Round your spine toward the back of your chair, but let your arms relax. My chin is to my chest already. Looking down at the floor. I'm going to bring my forearms to my thighs, just above my kneecaps. You don't want to put any pressure into your kneecaps. Allowing the mid and the lower back to start their stretch. If this is enough of a stretch for you, please just stay here. I'm going to put my hands on my shins under my kneecaps, and I'm going to wiggle my torso into the space as I slide down toward the top of my feet. I'm looking under my chair. This is where the stretch really starts. But again, you don't want to feel pain when you're stretching. And now I'm going to release completely. Allowing my mid and lower back to stretch out. Gravity's helping me here. Breathe. Bringing my hands back to the tops of my feet, around my ankles. And I'm going to push my weight into the tops of my feet, around my ankles. When we come up, we want to breathe in. So forearms come to your thighs. And you're going to push in, lift your head, and a big breath in. Stay right here. Make sure you don't feel dizzy. Breathe. Get that oxygen back to the brain. Breathe. And coming back to that round spine, letting your arms relax into your lap. Keep your chin tucked to your chest. And finally coming up into that tall spine. Nicely done. Wiggle walk those feet back together. All right, we're going to do the outside of the hips. We're going to shift forward on our chair. We're going to lean back into our chair. We're going to extend our heels like so. And now we're going to point our toes toward each other. So you're going to get a nice stretch in the outside of the hips. Remember, don't stretch to pain. Breathe. Keep your core tight, leaning back in your chair, but you've got your toes heading toward each other. Breathe. And release. Come back to a tall spine and put your feet flat on the floor. Nicely done. Now we're going to do the insides of the legs. So shifting back on your chair a little bit. You're going to open your feet so your toes are out, and you've got 90-degree angles. You don't want your feet in here. You want them out. Past your toes are past your knees. Sit up nice and tall. You're going to put your hands on the insides of your legs, and you're going to lean forward and you're going to press. So press. Keep your spine nice and straight. You're pressing on the insides of your knees, not to the point of pain, please and thank you. Looking down at the floor. Breathe, stretching through the groin, stretching through the insides of the legs. When those muscles become tight, they can pull on the insides of your knees and cause pain around and through your knees. Come back up to tall, release, turn the toes forward, and wiggle walk those feet back in. All right, we're gonna go to our wrist and our forearm. So extend, your arm is straight. You're gonna support all of your finger joints. You're pushing and pulling at the same time. You want to feel a stretch in the underneath of your wrist and the underneath of your forearm. Breathe. Breathe. We forget about our wrists. They do a lot of jobs all day long. Breathe. And we're going to release it. Fingers point down. Avoid the finger joints this time and just push on the back of the hand. Keep the arms straight until you feel a stretch in the top of the wrist and the top of the forearm this time. Breathe. Breathe that tension out. Sitting tall, always sitting tall. Breathe. Just sitting tall engages your core muscles. Remember your wide belt all the way around. And release it. Give it a little shake. Let's go to the other side. Palm forward. Support all of your finger joints. Pushing and pulling at the same time. Your stretching arm is nice and straight. Feeling a stretch underneath the wrist and the under part of the forearm. Breathe. Remember, you have to hold that stretch for a little while for it to actually work. Breathe. And release, fingers down. Avoid the finger joints. Push on the back of the hand until you feel a stretch. The top of the wrist, top of the forearm. Breathe. Remind your body to breathe as you're stretching. And we release. Give the wrists a little shake. Beautiful. Nicely done, everyone. So we're going to take our water and I'm going to meet you back there in 2 seconds for our recap. Okay, so again, hard work is finished. Be proud of yourself. Count the small victories because they do add up, and always start where you are. Don't look at the long-term goal. Speaking of long-term goals, let's recap our fit tip. Making changes stick. Break them down. Too much too fast will set you up for failure every single time. Remember this? Baby steps 9 years ago, and now I'm doing what I'm doing now. So baby steps, baby steps. Change one thing at a time. Prioritize and change that very important thing first. Break it down. If you cannot say to yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, 7 is your commitment level. If you say maybe a 4 or 5, you need to redo that goal and make it smaller and more attainable. So make them measurable, make them specific, and how likely you are to actually do it. So thank you again for joining me today for another episode of A Little Bit Fit, and I will see you again soon. But remember, knowledge is power, and the more you know, the more you can grow. See you next time.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
For 25 years, you've been helping to make our roads safer by doing the right thing. You've been the designated driver, you've stayed over, called home, you've called a cab or a friend, and planned ahead. Let's keep doing the right thing. Support sober driving by getting yourself and your friends home safely. Visit arrivallive.org to find out